Now let's see if Greg can find us more rocks before we can get to a store. God, I need a Coke Zero. First of all, welcome to the channel and thank you for stopping by. When time permits, please consider subscribing. I would greatly appreciate it. All right, we are officially on the Smokey Mountain 500 with the Bearded Grump, Greg, Timmy, and special guest Cheyanne from none other than the Palmetto ADV Rally. And Greg took us from Dillard up here into the mountain. We just came down. I caught a little bit of footage. Great ride. And we're 10 minutes in, and Greg says he can improve on the Smokey Mountain 500. So the Smokey Mountain 500 goes behind me. But we're gonna go ahead and try this, which he says is gonna be a little more dirt, and what Greg is really looking for, it's going to have a creek crossing. So hopefully nobody hydrolocks their bike, and I especially mean me. So we'll pick you back up at the water.
It took me 2.5 hours of highway riding to get to the dirt, but just as I expected, the Smoky Mountains are well worth the trip. This is a fantastic way to start my morning. This part of the country offers amazing forests any time of the year, but especially in early spring. Right now, we can see through the trees for miles into the valleys while riding. You're always either gaining or losing altitude, and the views just keep going. I've been looking forward to riding the Smoky Mountain 500 for about a full year now, and I am very, very happy to be here and finally getting the chance to do it. Now let's find those creek crossings Greg promised. It's gotten quite warm, and those little creek crossings were refreshing. Just up ahead should be the first significant crossing on the route, but even the small ones, it's just great to be out here.
Stay to the left. See that left line?
Yep.
If you go right, you can go over there, but it's deep. If you go to that left right there, you can go right through there. It ain't right. It ain't really deep right there. He likes pushing his luck.
Greg is very talented. If Greg crashes his bike, it's the bike's fault. It is not Greg.
Well, he is not riding hard in that thing.
No.
Yeah, hammer the shit out of it. Come across there like a bat out of hell. I want to see this.
But I don't do it on that.
Wow, try to get out of the sunlight here. All right, Greg took us through two tiny little water crossings, but then he took us here. And this one was a lot of fun. Hopefully I can get the footage from Greg. If not, I have my 360 on. So Greg, where are we?
This is Tallulah River Road. This is actually Tallulah River, and we rode down Tallulah River to get here, and now we're crossing over onto Charlie's Creek. And this road used to be really rough back a long time ago, from my understanding, but they probably graded it again since then. So it's not that bad, but it does have 3 more creek crossings on it.
And how deep is the deepest creek crossing?
The last one on this road is probably going to be, I'm going to say about 1.5 feet.
Oh shit, 1.5 feet on rock. I usually do creek crossings on either mud or sand, and this is all these tiny little rocks. And on those tiny little rocks would be nothing. No problem at all if I had my Mitas, but I am instead on this. That is my Trail Max mission with over 8,000 miles on it. I had to take my other wheel off due to a failure, so here I am on my cast wheel, which is no problem, they're great, but a really spent Trail Max mission, which I don't think
I was coming down one day and the guys
is ideal for these creek crossings.
Georgia continues to amaze me with how beautiful it is. And here's a bonus water crossing to make this section even better. Not that it needs it. The whole day has been nothing but great dirt, rocks, and a little bit of mud. The plan is to find a campsite by 4 o'clock. That'll allow us to set up camp, have some dinner, relax, talk a bit, and get a good night's sleep before we want to hit the road tomorrow. I think Greg said we need 170, 180 miles to get to a decent campsite tomorrow, so it's going to be a full day.
All right, we are just outside of Suchess, Georgia. Greg would not let us stop at Two Wheels at Suchess. He said, no, you have to camp out in the woods with the bugs. So we are camping out here in the wood with the bugs. Yeah, not too bad a campsite. Pretty good. Absolutely free. That's a good thing. Fire pit. All right, time to put the camp up. And today is my new tent. So I hope everything was shipped with it because I have not done a test setup of it. I just didn't have time. And we've got plenty of time tonight. Still hours until dark.
Be a professional at it. I used to be a professional faller.
Holy shoot, I am tired. So the bike is still running. It is throwing an error code, just the little dumb idiot light that tells me there's something wrong, nothing specific, but absolutely nothing is wrong with how it's running. And I hope it stays that way for another 2.5 days because I do not want to go home. But got to cut in here right now and say, holy shoot, take a look at what Timmy's making. Holy.
Ribs.
What are you making, Timmy?
Ribs.
Ribs and?
Potato salad and beans.
The man makes a meal at some random campsite in Georgia. I would be eating Slim Jims and a candy bar. It's amazing.
Thank God for Timmy.
Thank God for Timmy.
That's the only reason why I came, is so I could cook for y'all, really.
Oh man, we appreciate it. We absolutely appreciate it. He does hate riding. He's just here to help Greg out. And the rest of us too.
We got Greg is camped up.
If you want.
Oh, actually Timmy's camped up. Greg's camped up. Cheyanne is all camped up. Damn. Look at that bike.
I said to Cheyanne this morning that he really shouldn't be riding with us scrubs. This man has a beautiful adventure bike.
And it looks like it has every farkle you would want. That is a beautiful bike, sir. This down here goes to someplace. Greg wants to go check it out, and we want him to, but he says he's tired.
And I know I'm way too tired to go checking something out down a hill into a valley, because then I gotta come back up. All right, back for dinner. All right, Greg is bored, so he's determined to not be bored.
Oh, shit.
Hey, moto camping ain't got to be about just riding a motorcycle, right? Hanging around a tent and sitting around a campfire. Sometimes you got to bring toys.
Oh!
Almost. Has anybody gotten it in? I don't think so from my actual shot. No. We all suck.
I should have brought some wire and made that go about twice that big around.
I think it's the ball being so plasticky. What you think?
Oh, it's so light.
I think what we need is a much bigger hoop. Maybe a better ball.
Do we have a trash can?
Here you go.
Get. Hammer shit out of it.
All right, we are not good at this.
Hammer shit out of it.
Ah!
God.
You just have to hit that button.
Not good. Not good at all. But Obi-Wan, as Greg said, at least it's Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
If you have not camped with the Bearded Grump, Scratch that. If you have not camped with Timmy from the Bearded Grump, you are really, really... All right, if you have not had the opportunity to ask Timmy to stop swearing while you're filming, you really should. And on top of that, if you ever get a chance, you have got to come and eat with these guys. Timmy's got cutlery, he's got plates, he's got everything. And for all of that, he's got ribs made on the campfire as the sun sets. All right, I'm gonna enjoy Timmy's hard work. And I do mean Timmy's, none of us have done anything. Greg started making beans.
Greg don't do nothing either.
And Timmy finished the beans. So Timmy is the hero of the campsite. All right, if you stuck around this long, you did not have as good a time as I did. Take care.